lang, be careful. Kasi peer pressure is so influential at this time, no? So that their sense of self as a teenager, di ba, is always connected to the fact that they need acceptance from the group. Huwag natin sabihin, ayaw mo nang magpahag, ayaw mo nang magpa-kiss. You know what I told my husband? Dad, you can do that at home. Pag nasa bahay ang bata, sige, halikan mo na ng halikan, yakapin mo na, wag lang in public. Okay? I always say that. Just not in public. Can we remind ourselves, parents? Not in public. Okay. So sinabi ko, smother natin ng affection, not in public. Huwag nyo rin paggalitan ang bata. Don't humiliate your child in public. If you have concerns, if you have problems, you wait until you get home. Kahit nanggigigil ka na, kahit gusto mo nang sapakin, wait till you get home. Not in public. Ako kulang na lang talaga ako when I walk in the streets, when I am in social occasions and I see children being maltreated that way in public, kulang na lang talaga pagalitan ko, lecturan ko ang parents. That is how passionate I am. No? Because I promised my kids. Hello, parents, dear parents. Maliit pa lang ang mga anak ko. I already talked to them about my discipline strategies. At maliit pa lang sinabi ko na talaga, I will promise you, I will not discipline you in public. I will not scold you, I will not shout at you in public. Careful ako sa self-esteem ng mga anak ko. And I hope ganyan din tayo. Alam ko sa fathers, mahirap talaga i-practice yun kasi medyo physical tayo in the way that we are handling our children. Physical ba? Yung less talk, okay, pero mas maraming kamay. Now, I really hope that let's keep an open mind. Okay, I remember I was doing a parenting seminar in the Air Force. At alam nyo na sa Air Force kung ano yung culture. Di ba? My father was very, yung physical sa amin pagdating sa disiplina. Kasi ang culture din niya, military. Okay? So, there was one father there who was questioning me because I was talking about positive parenting and positive discipline. And I was teaching them strategies to discipline without hurting your child physically. Tapos, ano siya talagang he was pushing na, okay lang ma'am, mag-corporal punishment. Kita mo kami, matigas nga kami. Our parents were so harsh on us. Look at what happened to us. We are so disciplined. We are so hard as people. I said, isa lang talaga ang question ko sa kanila. Dear parents, isa lang ang question ko. Okay, sir, regarding you approve of that kind of discipline, corporal punishment, I will just ask you, when you were a child, at pinapasakitan ka ng parents mo, how was the feeling? How did it feel that time? Okay. Kasi nagja-justify sila na ginagamit pa rin nila ang corporal punishment kasi ginamit din sa kanila. Alam niyo, when I asked him that question, he became so silent. And people in the room became so silent. Ang sabi ko, ano ang nararamdaman mo nung bata ka? At pinapalo ka na, pinapasakitan ka ng magulang mo. Anong pakiramdam? Alam nyo, yung matigas na sundalo na yun, kulang na lang umiyak. No? And a lot of parents there who had the traditional point in mind as a notion of discipline, everybody kept quiet and started saying, masakit, ma'am, masakit. Na-hurt ako. At nag-question din ako nung bata ako, bakit ganyan ang treatment sa akin? Sakit. Ang sagot ko lang talaga, so sir, gagawin mo pa ba sa mga anak mo? Ngayon na alam mo, ganun pala ang feeling. Masakit pala pag pinapalo ka na ng sinturon. So gagawin mo pa ba na alam mo ganun pala siya kasakit? No, I cannot help but become passionate about things like this. Kasi I hope that we still have the chance to change. Lagi ko sinasabi sa students ko, class, kahit ngayon, umiiyak kayo dahil minaltrato kayo ng parents, still ganun pa rin ang ginagawa. Promise me now, you're going to break that cycle of violence. And it has to start with you. Kasi yung mga estudyante namin, dear parents, who are your children? They come to us. Pag ako nagka-counsel ng estudyante, sinasabi ko lang talaga, don't resent your parents because they are also a victim of their past. Huwag kayo talaga mag-resent. You love them all the more. Kasi parent din ako eh, no? Ayoko magalit yung anak ko sa akin. And I don't want my children to go home angry at you, their parents. No, I just say, actually, I had one student who I'm counseling through text. Parents, sa amin talaga sila tumatakbo. Kapag may problema sila sa bahay, tatakbo yan sa mga counselors natin. Tatakbo yan sa mga teachers nila. And you know what I say? There was one student, hindi ko na kaya ang parents ko, sobrang strict talaga, ma'am. You know what I told that student? Kulang na lang, gusto mo ba kausapin ko ang parents mo? She was a very good student. No? Very diligent. She's earning very good grades. Wala akong masasabi. You know, ang advice ko sa kanya, you know, this is my advice to you. Be the best student. Huwag mong bigyan ng reason ang parents mo na magalit sa'yo. Let's say, minamaltrato ka ngayon, huwag kang magpapansin. Parents, I'm telling you this story so that you see the side. You see the other side. Para ma-realize nyo kung anong pinagdadaanan ng mga anak natin. No? Ang sabi ko talaga, you know, huwag kang magre-rebelde. It's not going to do good to you. You're going to damage your future. Huwag magrebelde, mag-aral ng mabuti. The sooner time you graduate, kung 4 years, kaya mo gawin 3 years, gawin mo. Mag-aral ka ng mabuti. Because when you finish, and when you have earned the right to become an adult, then that's the time. You leave, you get out of the house. Masakit yun. We don't want our children out of the house. Pero we're pushing them to do that. Okay? So sabi ko, love your parents, finish your studies, okay, land a job, then go. Because our children, if they are ill-advised, they go to their classmates, they go to their peers, and tell about this thing, sabihin niya ng peer, na, mag-ano na lang tayo, uminom na lang tayo. Okay, wag ka nang pumasok, naku, wala. Masisira talaga. That is so sad. And we have seen a lot of our teenagers go wasted. No, nakakaawa. Okay, so lots of things to talk about when you say family factors. Okay, let's continue. Next slide. Okay. Now here is one thing. We have been talking about the family, no, having a very big influence on the development of our children, no, and their vulnerability. Here is the thing. Balik muna tayo. One slide earlier. Okay. Sige. Unmonitored exposure to the digital world. Are you aware that this generation of children are getting to develop a different type of personality due to the exposure to 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 the digital world? Alam ba natin 'yan? Okay, now according to the World Health Organization, sabi dito, digital technology has already changed the world, no? And as more and more children go online, lalo na ngayon, because of the pandemic, no, they are mostly they have more time with their gadgets than even talking to us. Okay. Are we on our 10-minute break? I'll finish this na lang. Okay. Shay, I'll finish this na lang. Last naman ito. Okay. No? Ang sabi dito, can also make children susceptible to harm. Okay, both online and offline. So bakit yan? If you start the child early on gadgets and exposure to online, imagine mo, their thoughts and the way they think, okay, are being shaped into how the world, okay, runs. Ang takbo ng utak nila, unlike sa atin, nung generation natin, we listen to our parents. Ang parents ang source of guidance. Ngayon, dahil sa sobrang exposure online, well, they can just YouTube something that they don't understand. Okay, naintindihan niyo ako? Dati sa atin pa nagtatanong, what does, what is a relationship? Paano mag-boyfriend? Hindi na ngayon, di ba, sirs and moms? Anything that they would like to know, they just Google. Okay, that's so sad. But that is so true. So I could imagine yung generation ngayon who are more exposed or online more often, hindi na natin alam kung saang sites sila napupunta. They develop relationships and friendships online. Please, let's take care of that. Let's not allow na yung virtual world will replace the real world. Kasi there are studies that show now, yung mga bata ngayon, mas gusto nila sa loob ng bahay, nasa gadget nila, kesa nasa labas ng bahay. And enjoying real-time friendship sa labas. Mas gusto nila, okay, nag-chat sila sa Facebook, and things like that. Let's be careful. Parents, can we do anything about this? Okay, sabi nila, okay ma'am, anong gawin natin? Confiscate. Of course not. Wag po. What we do is that we create activities for them so that they engage themselves with normal, the usual, face-to-face relationships. Alam niyo po kung ano ang ginagawa ko? Meron akong weekend pasyal. Okay? We go beach every weekend. Pag Saturdays yan, pag walang pasok, we watch movies on the TV, dito lang sa sala, para ma-engage natin ang mga bata. Ano pa? We do sports 3 times a week. We go out lahat kami. Okay, we do play badminton. Late evening, imbis na magagadget sila, nandoon kami sa gym. Parents, do you get what I mean? Hindi confiscate, tanggalin, patayin ng internet. Hindi po, that is not the question.